Hello everyone. Welcome to this English listening practice video and podcast. I'm so happy to see you here today. This video is specially designed to help you improve your English listening skills in a simple and fun way. You can use it anytime that works best for you. For example, you can listen in the morning while you get ready for the day. You can also listen during the day, maybe while you are cleaning, cooking, or doing simple tasks. Some people even like to listen before they go to sleep. No matter when you choose, the most important thing is to practice listening regularly. Listening is one of the most important skills when learning a new language. It helps you understand others, improves your pronunciation, and builds your confidence. Even if you don't understand every word, don't worry. The more you listen, the better you will get. In this video, I will speak clearly and slowly so you can follow easily. You don't need to rush. You can pause the video, repeat sentences, and practice as much as you want. This is also a great opportunity to learn new words, phrases, and expressions in English. You will hear how English is spoken naturally, and you can try to imitate the rhythm and pronunciation. Remember, learning English is not only about studying grammar or memorizing words. It's about listening, practicing, and enjoying the process. So take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to practice English with me. Let's start this journey together and make learning English fun and easy. Learning a new language can be both exciting and challenging. Many people around the world want to learn English, and if you are watching this video, you are probably one of them. Learning English or any other language is not something that happens overnight. It requires time, effort, and consistent practice. You cannot expect to become fluent in a few days or weeks. Language learning is a journey, and it is very important to enjoy the process and stay motivated. The first thing to understand is that time is the most important factor in learning a language. If you do not spend time studying and practicing, your progress will be slow or may not happen at all. This does not mean that you need to study for hours every day. Even short, regular practice is better than long sessions done rarely. For example, practicing 20 minutes every day is more effective than studying for 2 hours once a week. The key is consistency. Try to listen, speak, read, or write a little bit in English every day. Over time, you will notice that your skills improve. As a language teacher, I know how important it is to practice. But I am also a language learner myself. I enjoy learning new languages because it allows me to connect with people from different cultures. Learning a language opens many doors. It lets you meet new people, make new friends, and communicate with others around the world. Imagine being able to talk to someone in another country in their language or in English. This is amazing and rewarding. Language learning is not only about memorizing words or grammar rules, it is about connecting with people and understanding different cultures. However, I must be honest, learning a language is not always easy or fun. Sometimes, it can be difficult and frustrating. You may feel sad or nervous when you do not understand something. You may make mistakes, use the wrong words, or say sentences incorrectly. This is completely normal. Everyone, even language teachers, makes mistakes when speaking another language. Mistakes are not bad, they are part of the learning process. The important thing is not to be afraid of making them. Every mistake is a step forward. Many learners feel shy, nervous, or embarrassed when speaking English. You may worry about your pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary. You may think that other people are judging you. But remember, everyone has started somewhere. No one speaks perfectly at the beginning. The more you practice, the more confident you become. Mistakes are opportunities to learn. When you speak, even if you make errors, you are improving your skills. The brain learns from experience, and practice is the best teacher. To make learning English easier and more enjoyable, it is important to find fun ways to practice. If learning feels like a chore, it will be harder to stay motivated. One effective tip is to read books in English that interest you. Don't read boring books just because you think you should. Choose topics that you love. If you enjoy sports, read English books about sports. If you like animals, find books about animals. If technology is your interest, read about inventions or science. For example, I love reading fiction because it tells interesting stories. Reading fiction in another language can be both enjoyable and educational. You learn new words while following an exciting story. This combination of fun and learning helps you remember what you learn more easily. Another tip is to watch videos in English on topics you enjoy. YouTube is a great resource for this. If you love fashion, you can watch English videos about fashion. If you enjoy cars, look for car videos in English. Cooking enthusiasts can watch recipe videos in English. Watching videos helps you hear how native speakers talk, pick up new vocabulary, and learn proper pronunciation. It also exposes you to natural expressions and sentence structures. You can pause, repeat, or write down new words. Combining listening and repeating helps you improve your speaking skills. A third tip is to make friends who speak English or are also learning English. Speaking with others is one of the fastest ways to improve. You can practice simple conversations, share experiences, and ask questions. If you live in a city, you may find English practice groups. You can also use websites like meetup.com to find groups of learners who want to practice together. Talking to others gives you confidence and makes learning less lonely. It is also motivating to see that other learners are working hard just like you. Motivation is very important in language learning. Ask yourself, why are you learning English? Maybe it is for travel, for work, or to make new friends. Or maybe you love English music, movies, or culture. Knowing your reason will help you keep going even when learning feels difficult. Sometimes, it is natural to feel tired, frustrated, or impatient. When this happens, remind yourself of your goals and the reasons why you started. Even a small achievement, like understanding a song or having a short conversation, is a success. Celebrate these moments, they show progress. Remember that learning a language is a combination of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Listening improves your comprehension. Speaking improves fluency and confidence. Reading expands your vocabulary and exposes you to grammar in context. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and use new words actively. Try to practice all 4 skills in small ways every day. For instance, listen to a podcast in the morning, read a few pages of a book in English, write a short diary entry, and speak to a friend or record yourself speaking. These small steps add up to big progress over time. Finally, always have fun while learning. Language learning should not feel like a punishment or boring homework. Choose activities that make you happy. Read stories you enjoy, watch videos you like, talk to friends you enjoy, and explore topics that interest you. When learning is fun, you naturally spend more time practicing, and your skills improve faster. Mistakes will happen, but they are part of the journey. Be patient, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. Every word you learn, every sentence you understand, is a step closer to your goal. By following these tips and maintaining a positive attitude, you can make learning English effective and enjoyable. Practice a little every day, enjoy the journey, make mistakes without fear, and connect with others who share your goal. Learning English is not just about grammar or vocabulary, it is about exploring new worlds, meeting new people, and growing as a person. Keep going, have fun, and remember that every effort counts. Your motivation, curiosity, and persistence will take you far in your English learning journey. Rainy days are special. When the sky is gray and the sound of raindrops fills the air, many people feel calm, quiet, or even a little sad. But rainy days can also be cozy, warm, and creative if we choose to spend them in the right way. Instead of thinking of the rain as something negative, we can see it as an opportunity to slow down, relax, and enjoy simple pleasures. In this section, I will share with you 6 of my favorite things to do on a rainy day. These activities not only make the day more enjoyable but also help me feel peaceful, happy, and connected. 1. Reading a good book. One of the best activities on a rainy day is reading. The sound of rain outside, combined with a warm blanket and a good book, creates the perfect atmosphere. Reading allows us to escape into another world. We can travel through time, explore distant lands, or step into the lives of different characters, all from the comfort of our home. For example, one of my favorite books to read on a rainy day is Jane Eyre. It is a famous English novel with a strong, emotional story. The atmosphere of the book matches the mood of the rainy weather, sometimes dark, sometimes romantic, always powerful. When I read, I forget about the bad weather and feel transported into another world. Language tip: reading in English is also a fantastic way to practice. You don't need to read very difficult books. Start with something simple, like graded readers or short stories. As you improve, you can try more advanced novels. Choose topics you enjoy: mystery, adventure, romance, or even comics. The key is enjoyment. 2. Visiting with friends. Rainy days can feel lonely if we stay by ourselves. That's why I sometimes like to visit a friend, or invite a friend to my house. We often sit outside on the porch. The porch is the covered area in front of the house where you can sit without getting wet. The rain may be falling heavily, but under the porch, we stay dry and cozy. When we meet, we usually talk about our lives, what is new, what is happening at work, or how we are feeling. We often drink something warm, like tea, coffee, or hot cocoa. Sharing stories while listening to the rain creates a feeling of comfort and connection. It reminds me that rainy days are not about sadness but about slowing down and enjoying time with people who matter. Language tip: conversations with friends are also a great way to practice English. Even simple topics, like what you ate, what you watched, or how the weather feels, are perfect for practice. Don't be afraid of small talk. It is an important part of communication. 3. Going to the movies. Another activity I enjoy on rainy days is going to the movie theater. The rain makes it the perfect time to watch a film. The theater is warm and dark, and you can forget about the weather outside. Sometimes, I spend the whole day there, watching 2 or even 3 movies in a row. Watching movies is more than just entertainment. It's also a way to experience new stories, new emotions, and new ideas. On rainy days, I feel like the adventure is inside the theater rather than outside in the rain. The sound of the rain outside makes the experience even more special. Language tip: movies in English are an amazing resource for learners. You can watch with subtitles, pause, and repeat. Choose movies you already know in your own language, that way, you focus more on the English. Comedies, dramas, and animations are all good choices. Try to repeat short sentences after the actors to practice pronunciation. 4. Redecorating my home. Sometimes, rainy days keep me inside the house. On these days, I like to use the time for redecorating. This does not mean buying new things, it simply means moving things around to make the space feel new and fresh. For example, I might move the sofa to another corner, change the position of the chairs, or put new pictures on the wall. Changing the look of the home makes me feel creative and positive. I cannot change the rainy weather outside, but I can change how my living space feels. A brighter, cleaner, or fresher room can completely change my mood. Language tip: when talking about your home in English, practice vocabulary like sofa, armchair, table, bookshelf, curtain, lamp, rug. You can even describe your own room out loud. In my room, there is a bed. Next to the bed, there is a small table. This simple practice builds confidence and vocabulary. 5. Taking a quiet drive. If the rain is not too heavy, I sometimes go for a quiet drive. I choose small back roads, where there are fewer cars and more nature. I drive slowly, without hurry, just enjoying the view. The trees, the fields, the houses, all look different in the rain. The water makes everything shiny and fresh. This simple activity helps me feel calm and peaceful. I do not listen to loud music, sometimes I listen to soft music or just the sound of the rain on the car roof. It feels like a meditation, a time to relax my mind and enjoy the beauty of the world. Language tip: when learning English, you can practice describing what you see during a drive or a walk. For example, I see a red house. I see tall green trees. The road is wet. The sky is gray. These short sentences are simple but very effective for building descriptive skills. 6. Baking something warm and tasty. The last activity I love on a rainy day is baking. The smell of something warm and delicious in the oven makes the whole house feel cozy and full of life. Sometimes I bake a cake, cookies, or bread. Other times, I cook a big meal, like a roast with meat and vegetables. Cooking is creative and rewarding. When it rains outside, the sound and smell of cooking make the home feel safe and happy. Sharing food with family or friends makes the rainy day even better. Language tip: cooking vocabulary is useful and fun to learn. Words like flour, sugar, butter, oven, recipe, stir, bake are common. You can practice by reading simple recipes in English or watching cooking videos. Even if you do not cook, describing the steps in English is a great exercise. First, I mix the flour. Then, I add sugar. Finally, I bake the cake. Conclusion of rainy day vibes. So, those are my 6 favorite things to do on a rainy day. Reading a good book. Visiting with friends. Going to the movies. Redecorating my home. Taking a quiet drive. Baking something warm and tasty. Rainy days have a special atmosphere. The sky is gray, the ground is wet, and everything feels slower. Some people feel sad when it rains, but I like to think of rainy days as a chance to relax and enjoy simple pleasures. The sound of the rain on the window can be calming, and there are many nice things you can do to feel cozy and happy. Let me share 6 of my favorite activities for rainy days. The first activity is reading a good book. Rainy weather is perfect for reading because it is quiet and peaceful. I like to sit by the window with a blanket, drink some tea, and read. A good book helps me escape into another world. For example, I often read Jane Eyre because the story is strong, emotional, and matches the rainy mood. The second activity is visiting with friends. On rainy days, I sometimes invite a friend over, or I visit them. We sit on the porch, which is the covered space in front of the house, so we can enjoy the fresh air without getting wet. We drink something warm like coffee, tea, or hot cocoa, and we talk about our lives. This simple time with friends makes me feel connected and happy. The third thing I like is going to the movies. Rainy days are perfect for watching films at the theater. Sometimes I watch 2 or 3 movies in one day. It feels like a little adventure because I can enjoy exciting stories inside while the rain falls outside. The fourth activity is redecorating my home. When I stay indoors, I like to move the furniture, change the position of the sofa, or hang new pictures on the wall. I cannot change the weather, but I can change the way my home feels. A new arrangement makes the space fresh and cheerful. The fifth thing I enjoy is taking a quiet drive. If the rain is not too heavy, I drive slowly on small back roads with few cars. The rain makes the trees, the sky, and the houses look beautiful. Listening to the soft sound of rain while driving is calming, almost like meditation. Finally, I love baking something warm and tasty. On a rainy day, the smell of fresh bread, cookies, or cake fills the house and makes it feel warm and alive. Sharing food with family or friends makes the day even better. So, these are my 6 favorite things to do on rainy days: reading, visiting with friends, going to the movies, redecorating my home, taking a quiet drive, and baking. Rain does not have to make us feel sad, it can be a chance to create cozy and joyful moments.